Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. So today's video was about something that was on my mind, and that was about the current state of affairs with the Steem blockchain, particularly in regards to the price of Steem. In cryptocurrency, there are going to be many people wearing different hats in their involvement in cryptocurrency. Some are going to be probably more in line or interested in the technology, where some might be more business minded or investors, and others might just be there for the communities and ideas and the like. And whatever your purpose, the price of Steem is gonna in some way kind of relate to all of us. So looking at Steem in relation to SCOT tokens, and kind of want to go in the area of which one of these, in my simple opinion, at this time makes the best investment. Now, again, yeah, this is not financial advice. You have to do your own research. This is just my opinion about it, and this is just some of the ideas I have about it. But of course, in this particular industry, especially cryptocurrency, predicting these markets are very difficult. So what you need to do is you basically need to only invest what you can afford to lose, and just kind of look at it that way, because we really don't know what's going to happen. Some projects are better than others, but these are still pretty risky investments, so be careful. Now, going back to Steem versus SCOT tokens. Well, if we kind of look at them like ERC20 tokens, it's this relational value between them, because what's going to actually happen is these SCOT tokens will need to be purchased in Steem. So that basically means that you're helping the Steem economy overall. You're bringing up the value of it, but it is also the case that some of these SCOT tokens will trade adverse to the price of Steem. Meaning when Steem goes down, some of them will go up. In some cases, some SCOT tokens based on their individual particular projects and ideas will just totally outperform the Steem price. There's also the factor of the market capitalization. What's the market cap of these SCOT tokens? Obviously, if it's a smaller market cap and it's a great performing project, it's going to perform a lot different than what Steem's going to perform. So what do we do in cases like this? Well, looking at how these SCOT tokens trade, some actually are more valuable per token than Steem itself. And I think what we have to keep in mind is, much like any investment we look at and projects we look at, we have to look at them in particular, specifically for what they're doing, who's in control of the project, who's managing the project. And I don't think it's any different with SCOT tokens. I think I can only pretty much conclude that it is probably more likely that a SCOT token can raise up in value a lot more easier than a Steem coin can at this time. Steem kind of hovering around 12, 13 cents or something like that. With these, I guess it might be fair to say a little bit more high risk tokens, these SCOT tokens. I say high risk because these are new projects. A lot of times we're not very familiar with who runs the projects. Pretty much anybody could come in and create a token. But some of them are run by well-respected people in the community, well-known people in the community, people who've been in the community a long time, people who are known to execute on certain projects and the like. So in cases like that, it might actually be a good deal better to invest in an SCOT token than the price of Steem. I think another problem that's happening with the Steem blockchain is that the rewards pool and the inflation and Steem back dollars, a lot of these things that go into the mechanism that is the Steem blockchain, uh, haven't been as predictable maybe as many of us would like. And so because of that, we're getting these very experimental kickbacks of results and information that can sometimes confuse us and just not seem to work the way we think it will work. And many times we're not exactly sure what the cause of it is, but it's led many of us to believe that it's something to do with the rewards pool and inflation. And if that's the case, some of us have kind of created our own communities on the Steem blockchain, still contributing to the value of Steem, but doing so in a way where within our own communities we can benefit and bring value to the communities. And that was kind of difficult, or that's been difficult to do in one big shared rewards pool. So that's kind of where we're at with that. What is clear, if you're a trader and you like to see markets move, and more often than not in your favor, hopefully, or at least enough volatility to create enough opportunity for you, then you're probably going to like some like SCOT tokens. I think for me personally at this stage, it's of more value for me to be invested in SCOT tokens, my own project, and some of the others because of some of the things that I believe they'll be able to do under certain market conditions that I don't believe Steem will be able to do at this time. And so that's something to consider as well. I think Steem at this point is starting to stabilize and work better as a money. That's just my opinion. And also looking at Steem, for a lot of us who main objective is to use the blockchain itself as a great way to transfer value at a high speed. And if you want to consider free transactions, what we get issued with resource credits, which will seem like free transactions to pretty much everybody, unless they're doing an entire lot of transactions, a great amount of transactions. In those particular cases, is basically going to be more advantageous for you to use the Steem blockchain as opposed to invest in Steem, right? So Steem's going to become more of this utility, something you use like a money. But what do you do with a money? You don't hold money, you get rid of money, right? Whereas assets, you hold on the assets. So Steem seems to be working more like a money at this point in time. Can that change? Possibly. But I think if you're an opportunist and you're a trader again, yeah, SCOT tokens may be more your way. I think at this point in the Steem blockchain, to me, it operates more like a money. So value-wise, it makes more sense for me using the Steem blockchain to get that particular type of value from it. I think it all depends on where you're at in it, but not saying that Steem's a bad investment for a speculator per se. But I do think it's going to be quite difficult for the price of Steem to go up anytime in the near future quickly. I think what's going to be necessary to be able to absorb the value from SCOT tokens or SMT tokens is going to take time to collectively take on this value from such projects to help stabilize the price of Steem and gradually rise it up. Something that I think that could take a great deal of time. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but it could also be that Steem just kind of stabilizes at a low price and does a lot of volume at that price, much like a money can do. And so for a speculator or a person looking to hold Steem as an asset, that might not be the best situation for them. So just something to think about. Right now, I am more geared toward SCOT tokens. I am moving more into SCOT tokens. That's just me personally, what I'm doing, looking at the field as it is now. But I'd love to hear you guys' opinions and thoughts about it. If you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe. And until next time, take care.